I got married off by my mother at 16. You know, men, menship. I love men. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Today I bring you a story. I'm not so much of a good storyteller, but I will try to tell it as interesting as I can. Okay, so back to when I was in form 3. So it was during the holiday and I was attending extra lessons at home, back home in Wange. So I had class that day, and in this class I had my cousin that I used to go for extra lessons with. Let's call my cousin Power, right? Okay, so my cousin Power, we used to be in the same class. This other day we were coming from school with my cousin. We were walking home. As we were walking home, we were passing, when you're going to my house, you pass by the city center because my house is close to the city center, right? So my mom was by the banks, but I hadn't seen my mom. So we're just walking near my cousin, you know, we're just walking nicely. He was carrying my bag as a man, as he should, you know. So he was carrying my bag and I was carrying nothing, of course, as it should be, right? So we passed by the banks there and I just hear a voice from behind saying, and I knew, oh, cheesy. When my mom calls me by my full name, I know it's going down. Either way, I did something wrong or something is not right, you know. So I turned to see who be that calling me by my full name. I'm joking, of course. So I knew it was my mom. My mom says, what are you doing? So I'm like, I'm sure it's Pela, what are you doing? You know? Okay. I'm like, nothing, we're walking home. My mother is like, walking home? What are you guys dating? I'm like, dating? No. Then my mom was like, Hamilton, go home. Uzambona, I'm coming, wait for me, Hamilton. That was in the afternoon, guys. Imagine, it was at around 3 p.m, right? I went home, but dang, just seeing my mom's face and my mom's tone when she was speaking to me, I knew it was fire. Hellfire was gonna drop that day. I went home and I chilled there, you know. My mom went to work, I guess. I don't know where she went to, but I'm just guessing she went to work. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm waiting, Pela. I get my mom said, I will find you at home. 8, 9. Mother is not here there. I go to sleep. I'm like, let me go sleep. Hey, as I was asleep, I hear shaking me. My mother is like, Voga, wake up. I'm like, yeah, but nah, it's so cuddly. It's dancing. So my mother is like, I told you to wait for me and you were sleeping. You were sleeping when I told you to wait for me. I was like, yeah, I waited and I saw you not coming. I was like, I have school tomorrow, so I wanted to sleep early so that my mother was like, no, you ain't sleeping. We have to go somewhere. I'm like, wait, go away. See ya, Pimanje. I'm like, go away. My mother's like, oh, you have to also pick a small bag. I'm like, huh? Small bag? For what? For who? I was like, packing patas out, touching patas out, siya hama manje. Then I asked my mother, siya, where we going? My mother's like, oh Jesus, endo what? Endo deni yako. Shit. I was like, oh my goodness. Endo deni yami. My mother's like, yeah, endo deni yako. Power. Yo. In my mind, I'm confused, you know. I'm confused with what's happening. What is mother up to? I'm confused. I asked my mother. My mother's like, don't act all confused with me. I am taking you. Pack your bag. Pack your bag right now. I'm coming. She goes to her room. My way, my goodness. I'm like, geez, what should I do? Okay, I do as she says. Pack a bag. I had a small duffel bag. So I put a few clothes. As she said, I was listening to mother's order, right? We take a bag. My mother's like, asambe, keli. I'm like, yo. I carry my bag. Here I am. I walk. I go to the car. And then in the car there was silent treatment. No, how was school? No, I didn't even ask her how work was because I was so scared. I was so confused and scared at the same time. We go. No one is talking to the other. I'm thinking mother is joking or I don't know. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. So we go to Power's house. When we get there, it's around 9:30. I think it was 9:30-ish thing. You know, back home people sleep early. You know, 8 is late. 8 is late. People have already had their supper. They're already in bed. You know, those that go to work are already in bed or preparing to go to bed. You know, so 9:30 is a bit too late. You know, it's like Low. Yeah, what are you doing at our places at that time? Honestly, the lights were already off in that fucking house. You know, my mom goes, knock. No, beep beep beep, because the gate was locked. Beep beep beep. My cousin comes to open the door at the gate. In my mind, I was like, if only you knew why we are here, you could have even ran away, boy. I opens the gate. My cousin greets my mom nicely. Auntie, how are you? My mother's like, I'm fine. You could hear by the tone of it, she is not having it. And then my mother never did say anything to my cousin. And then we drive in and then get out of the car. I have a bag. My cousin came to like greet us and take us into the house. Like, hi auntie, and he's like, hi Ranga. I'm like, hi, how are you? And then my mother didn't respond for the second time. So he walks us to the house. He can't ask us why we're there. It's not his house. We come to his parents' house, so it's quiet too. He doesn't know what is happening. So we get into the house. Then my cousin tells the parents, mommy, aunties, yeah. So the parents come. The father was still there. We found the dad in the lounge. He was holding a book or something. I think he was reading or something. I don't know. So the mom comes. He called the mother, who is my aunt. The mom comes. We sit down. They start greeting each other. They start asking each other questions. You know, elderly talks. You know, old mamas talks. How is work? Also, is that all that time? The convos. They drop dead. Then there's that awkward silence. So what's he going to do? Lilandeni, what are you here for? You know, say what it is. Because I see Elise has a bag and it's 9:30, it's at night. It's an emergency. Someone sick. We need to, you know. Then, everyone is quiet. Then my mother, boom, she breaks the silence. Guess what she said? Niletuma code. So my aunt is confused. My aunt is looking around to see Pella. Maybe I'm gonna see a different person, you know. I'm gonna see someone else, you know. And then my aunt is like, Upi. Then my mother just points. My heart that time, I could literally feel my heart. I could feel it it was as if it wants to burst out of my chest. Boom, 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 boom. I could feel it beating. You know, I was like, oh no. Then my aunt is like, oh my god, Njani. Like, oh my god, how? Like, you know, no, how? Njani. My mother was like, Mumfaziga power pelalo. Oh Jesus is Lord. Huh? Mumfaziga power. And the mom is now like also shocked, but at the same time, you know, African parents, before they can hear anything, they can hear the whole story. Whether they are all there, vale, they are up there. The mother was like, oh, I thought my candle was burning something. The mother was like, Umfazia power njani. Then the mother was like, power and Ranga, what is happening? Are you guys dead Leah Jolalin? Like, no. The mother was like, don't say no. Vaya Jolalab. Oh Jesus. Then the mother is now angry, my aunt. Hey, her voice is up there. The dad was just still there, busy with his book. You know, men are mentioned. I love men. You know, fathers, they don't intervene with nothing like that. The dad was still there, as if he's not there. He didn't even say a word, if I may tell you, not even a word. He was busy, with his, it was a newspaper, I remember now. Newspaper was busy, flipping. And then the mother was like, why Jolala? Today I even found them, I caught them red-handed. Yo, now she's spicing up things. Where did she find us? Where did she catch us? Where? What? Hey? Mother. In my mind, I'm like, Mother, why is you lying? Okay, of course, I can't say it, but in my head, I was like, Mother, why is you lying? Okay. Mother is like, I caught them red-handed. They were holding hands. They were hugging, passing by. the banks there, and they didn't see me. When they saw me, they all jumped, like, that fear, like, oh mother, guys, I told you from the beginning of the story, this is not what happened. We were just walking. I was carrying my bag. I was carrying nothing. We were just walking, no holding of hands, nada, nothing. Mother is like, we were holding hands, we were hugging, we were laughing, we were acting like lovers, the way we act like lovers, really lovers, how they act. The mother is like, till now we are saying you guys are brother and sister, but you guys are thinking otherwise. You guys are thinking of taking levels up higher. Being a brother and sister is too low for you all. You want to take it higher. I get it. Okay. So, you are now husband and wife. Mina, I don't keep umfazi womuntu. That's what my aunt said. And I'm cleaning umfazi womuntu. Like, I don't keep someone else's wife. So, if you guys have decided to take that route, you should find your own damn house, not in my house. Okay? Not in my house. Okay? And then me, I couldn't hold it anymore. I was here with anger, with fear, everything. I was here. I couldn't take it no more. Tears started dropping, and I was like, I am not crazy. I said it in Ndebele. I was like, angihlani mina. Angihlani mina ngiyithanda lelo power. My goodness, that was wrong turn. Wrong move, Ranga. Wrong move. Hey. Did my aunt just misread and just make her own statement? Do you know what she said? She said, I said, they are mad. They are crazy. She said, oh, so utitina siyahlanya. As in, you're saying we are crazy. As old as we are crazy. Is that what you mean? Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to say, no, I didn't say you are crazy. I said, I am not crazy. I cannot date my cousin. She wasn't having it. She was already, speaking loud. I think neighbors could hear because she was so super loud. And then, I'm busy now, shocked, and voices are flying. Everyone is saying whatever they want to say. My mom is saying this. My aunt is saying this. I am trying to calm them down. I'm trying to tell them, no, this is what's not happening. And then the dad was like, I think I've had enough of these two women and these children. Let me intervene. The dad was like, this child just said he's not crazy. She didn't say you are crazy. The parents, now they are shush. They were humbled by those words from my uncle, Now they're embarrassed. They're trying to act like, Vele, that's not what I said. I said what they think I said. They are disagreeing, saying, no, she called us mad, as old as we are. You see, that's why she doesn't listen no more, because usela khombile lo. Uyajola lo. Vele ingane ngaqala ukujola ayisamame. Yo, Jesus. My aunt and my mom were saying, oh yeah, you see, she doesn't even listen no more because she's now dating. Vele, when a girl child starts dating, they change their behavior. They don't listen no more. Now she even has the guts to call us mad, as old as we are. Yeah. I'm like, sure. Power is just quiet. He hasn't said a word. Ever since this whole shenanigans started, Power is just. Then the dad is like, Power, do you have anything to say for yourself? Power is like, you know what, Daddy? I'm also shocked with what Mommy and Aunt are saying, because this is not what's happening. Ranga is my cousin. We are just cousins. We have that friendship of cousins. We are close like that because we are cousins. And then my mother now, she came up with another story. My cousin used to call me, of course, a lot, Back then when landlines were still popular, I would spend hours and hours talking on the phone with my cousin. The whole time. That's the only person that would call me every single day when I was at home when it's holiday. So, and the thing is, the nice thing at home is nice, but bad also. There were two landlines, one in the lounge and the other one in my mom's bedroom. So if she wanted, I'm sure most times she would pick up, because if someone pick up, you could hear the sound on your other heads, whatever it's called. I forgot the landline terms, headset, whatever. So yeah, I could hear that someone also has picked the phone, but I would continue my convos with my cousin. So we used to talk a lot. Then my mom was like, yeah, you see, that's where it all started. They call each other now every time. Ranga doesn't even wash plates at home. She doesn't even do her daily chores like cleaning, like helping out with doing stuff. She's always on the phone with the husband. I'm like, shoot, mother, are you gonna do this to me? I'm crying, you know, because with me, if I'm trying to express myself and you don't listen, I talk on top of my voice. And when I see that it's not even helping, I just start crying. I was crying. My mother like, like, don't cry. Why are you crying? You're crying because of your deeds. No, don't cry. Embrace them. Embrace your deeds. In my mind, I'm like, if only you knew, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. As I was crying, then my uncle just said, you know what, it's too late. These kids have to go to school tomorrow, and you guys also have to go to work. I have work too, because if you guys are still talking like this, you'll be shouting and doing everything. I won't have peace. I won't sleep well. So the thing is, I don't think what you guys are thinking about these kids is right. I don't think they are dating. If they were dating, if they are lying to us, then we'll find out as time goes on. But for now, let's make this issue calm down. So what did you see? Then my mother started explaining. Then I told my side of the story that no, this is what happened, and also told his side of the story. No, we're not dating. We're just cousins. We have that strong relationship, cousin to cousin relationship, you know. Then my mother said, no, you know, cousin, like cousins can even, you know. I'm like, mother. So yeah, then my uncle was like, no, I don't think that's what's happening. So you know, let's just call it a day. You guys can go back home, leave the kids alone, let them be. They're just kids, you know. That was it. Now we go back home. In the car, the silence that was there, you could literally pinch it. Pinch it. It was awkward silence, guys. The silence was too much. We get home, everyone is sleeping now. It's now 10 or 11. I think it was even 11 because we were there for hours. We get there. I didn't eat the whole day because I was waiting for dear mother, and I had also gone to sleep because I was scared to eat. And Vela wasn't, you know, in the mood because I knew mother was mad at me. I get home, I still didn't have appetite. I went to sleep. My mother was like, like as in also you don't want to eat because you were reprimanded for bad things that you did. I'm like, yeah. In my mind, I'm like, leave me alone. I'm joking, but well, yeah, you know, I went to sleep. So then after that, the next day at school, it was so weird, you know. Me and Milton at school, we didn't talk to each other that much because we were scared that if we talk, then now my mother would come up with her own stories. But then with time, we just ended up going back to talking again. So yeah, that's how it is. My mother is a very strict mother, so it was quite normal for her to do this because my mom, she's the type of mom that when she sees a boy and a girl like wearing school uniform and they're coming from school and they're walking together, she'll literally tell the girl to go in her car and she'll drive the girl home. My mother is girl child supporter. She doesn't support this jola thing. No, she doesn't support that. So that was it. So guys, my mother, I had a lot of cat and mouse issues with my mother. Growing up, me and my mother. So we were cat and mouse. But the funny thing is, I think I was my mom's favorite. I'll tell you why in the next stories to come. So yeah, guys, that is the story for today, how I got married off by my mother at 16. Because yeah, I was 16 years old that time. My mother literally took me to my cousin's place to get me married. Huh? Ganjani, honestly, now if I think of it. Hiya, Seren. Okay, guys, this marks the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed the story. Tell me if you liked the story and if you'd like to hear more of my stories, because you know what, I just figured I have a lot of stories. But the funny thing is, more stories is about me and my mother or me and my family members, nothing with like outsiders. Nah, I was a child and a half to think of it. I'm embarrassed. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a blessed week. Until then, goodbye.